in a long time. Like we got a bunch of stuff to do. Hey, we're supposed to have Neon Space on this morning. Something's going on. We don't know where they are.
Well, they've been on back-to-back interviews all week. Like there's
have they?
People throwing like
I was pretty. Cool stuff.
Yeah, they're doing awesome. So they'll probably show up soon, right?
That'd be good. Yeah, I was pretty excited to talk to them. These fuckers. So hopefully they'll be back. Anyway, if not, worst case scenario, we'll reboot them. They're building some really incredible things in the uplift, and they're great guys. So I think it'll be good to have them around. In the meantime, it's NFT Game Day. I'll drop the song here in a minute. Our goofball intro, which is still, remind me, Jimmy, someday when I have more time, like, because that is a thing that happens all the time. I really need to remake that video because we have footage of them landing that big fucking rocket now. And it's cool. Oh, also, I just got word that the box drop is done. So if you are holding any Yoshi Drops assets, there's a really good chance that you have something else in your wallet. We got the Oxy drop is going on. What is it? Noon today? I'm supposed to be going live with MBlue to talk about that stuff. Tons of shit going on in the space. We haven't touched the KZJAO, my little R Planet rig. We've been, building that stuff up. I've been donating everything that comes into that account to a giveaway account that is basically we're building a mining rig of all different kinds of projects just for this show. And we're going to be giving all the proceeds away to, whatever cause or people we want to down the road. But we've been building that thing up and we haven't touched it in a while, right? So the chances are there is going to be a good chance we can craft something maybe. I don't know what's available to craft, but anyway, so all that stuff's going on. Jimmy, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I mean, it's been a bit of a crazy week, a bit of a crazy day too, actually, for me. I was out of the house all day doing stuff, beyond my computer. So I got to catch up this weekend. But I mean, there's a lot going on in the space. There's a lot of drops coming up. There's a lot of things to cover that I'm pretty excited about. We're kind of excited after the roundtable last night that we did. On Tuesday, we're going to have a few people come on, and Corey and I are going to be inducted into Eden, and this will be kind of fun for the July 17th. The July 17th election, which will be really good. We have, we haven't decided whether we'll run or not, or intend to run. But if we ever do decide to run, we're going to run on the dualistic platform of Corey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we just had this idea. So I just started thinking about something else. So hopefully I can remember it. One, we want to build and iterate a piece of software that will allow the uplift to use the Eden OS election system in a very, very easy way to make decisions for the uplift. But in the process of that, build out something that will be open source, that literally anybody from a country to a corporation would be able to use that same system, or a city would be able to use that same system to run referendums or elections themselves. It is a very, very good idea, and Jimmy and I are now very, very excited about it, world domination.
Yeah, those are
the two things. It's a two-pronged approach.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that election thing, very amazing, open source piece of software at the end of it for the entire world, benefiting everyone. Yay, world domination.
Obviously, as well, benefiting everyone.
Literally, because Jimmy and I running shit, it's at the very least, it's going to be fun.
Right. Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to that we're gonna go through and try to win the whole thing. Like, the cool thing about Eden,
I was totally like, I didn't care about it until this morning.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I just want to experience it. It's an amazing idea. I didn't really care about winning. Now,
that's the cool thing about it. We don't even have to win. Like, look at what happened the last one, right? Chris Barnes won, and he used the funds to be able to support EOSPowerups.io.
You know what we need to do? We need to, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, get Chris Barnes and make it a trifecta.
Oh yeah, like.
Hey, Chris Barnes, if you're listening. Sorry, I got something in my eye.
I mean, and I have a good idea who we can employ to build that as well. If somebody got the funds,
we know people.
Yeah, we know people. We've got yeah.
I can't believe they let us do this for a living.
Right.
Super Sam in the house. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go over to KZ. We got to do gratitude at some point too.
Well, let's do the old intro first because that's always fun.
All right, I could do that.
Yeah.
Old.
I mean,
boom.
I'm not the bubble. 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 I'm not the bubble.
I mean, I would watch that again.
right?
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So we got 1.38 million in the case of Dow account. I can't remember what. I had it on a post-it note, and it's gone now.
Well, I mean that was like a week ago, so it's
probably after the giveaway. I have it in my last pass, but so we got another 1.488 million in there. I'll where that is. I'll figure it out. Anyone remember?
I honestly I don't. Was it? It was something weird. Was it like?
Yeah, I'll find it.
It wasn't coffee. It wasn't.
No. It was just a wax cloud wallet.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant what you were going to create. Sorry, I was trying to remember what you wanted to create. Sorry, but
no.
Sorry.
I'm cool. I'm not that cool.
I was like, coca beans or something, right? I went to I did something I haven't done for a long time today. And it just because I went to Starbucks because usually I don't go to Starbucks. Jesus, that shit's expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, way
NFT
more importantly,
coffees?
Is it possible to turn on YouTube without saying Jimmy? Scientifically, no. Jake said, I follow this rocket build every day. Have you seen them transporting the booster today? Yeah, they're transporting super heavy right now, which is like it makes the Starship look small, which is not something that I would have ever expected because the Starship itself is fucking huge. It's really big. Also, that's what she said. So all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I'll just sign into it, get the account, and then we'll just keep working. Say something interesting, Jimmy.
Something interesting.
Nailed it.
The worst one I ever did was we were driving around Maui one time, and in Maui they call telephone booths call boxes, and so like just randomly on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, with cows to the left of you and cows to the right. There will be.
Here I am stuck in the middle of cows with you.
Yeah,
sorry.
Maui is beautiful. It's a beautiful island, but there'll be these call boxes, and there's just a big sign that says "call box." I've never had so much fun yelling "box" at the top of my lungs, just over and over and over again.
Oh my god, you're a nerd. I love it. I love it.
So we got some cool updates actually. I went into enter.theuplift.world today, and I noticed that I was getting a little bit more upliftium than yesterday because my land NFTs are now mapped to there, and I'm getting drips from my land in the uplift world. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm doing pretty good.
Hey,
I'm
Neon,
not doing. Sorry, go ahead.
Neon thought it was 10 a.m.
Oh well, that's cool. You guys can come in whenever. We're just hanging out.
Get here.
DM me because I think only one person has the link actually. So send me a DM in the Neon Space Telegram channel, and I'll get you the link so whoever's up can jump in. So it was 10 a.m. last time. I mean, I won't hold it against you. I Terry Crews turned on the last two times not the last time, but the last two times before that we were supposed to have an interview, and he's like waiting in a room all by himself, and he flips on YouTube, and I'm like interviewing somebody else, and he's like, God damn it, I'm
not again.
taking the dogs for a walk. We had a really good time the other night though, talking about the ultra rare with him and Richie. There's some really cool stuff those guys are doing. So that drop happens tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. I have a little bit of wax set aside. Also around the same time, maybe I think so about 12, 1, 2, maybe 3.5 hours. I could be wrong, but about 3.5 hours. The Yoshi drops oxymorons things go on sale. So that's pretty cool. So you can jump in there. You can head on over to yoshidrops.com. You can see what's happening.
This is interesting. I can't get into that account.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got 2FA on it now, and I didn't set that up. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Who else? Okay, I don't think I did. But.
I don't think anyone but me had access to this account. I'll figure it out. Just won't be this morning. So that's fun.
All right. I think Lewis is here, but he's putting on a shirt, it seems. So I mean, it's tough to come on this stream shirtless after following Nathan Rempel. It's almost impossible. Really.
Yeah, dude, that fucking asshole. Granted, if I looked that good without shirts on, I would never wear them. So
yeah, right. Welcome, Ramsey.
Hello.
Oh, for once, it's not me playing us in the background.
Nailed it.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, this just got sexier.
Sorry, I'm late. I just woke up.
Nice.
No problem. That's all right.
Yeah, the thumbnail said 10 a.m., so I misread that. I didn't actually look at the time. That's my bad.
Really? The thumbnail said 10 a.m.?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but
I don't think it couldn't have, because I think maybe that was last time or something. I don't know.
It says live 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7/2/21.
I'm sure we waited for the countdown, but whatever. You're here now. Let's do it.
We made it. Thanks for having me.
Nah. So you guys are, you guys have been busy. I've noticed you all over the space. You were on the Nifty show the other day. You guys are going to do probably a Blockchain Heroes collaboration, I heard, right? You guys were over on Anders' show the other day. Like you guys have been
rocking and rolling.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Right. Yeah.
We also just got our yesterday we got our first custom artwork put up in Uplift, which we're super stoked about.
Nice.
Jen came over to our plot, and we got kind of realized our vision, which is way sooner than we were expecting. We're like, oh, you'll be able to come over to Neon City and Genesis, and you'll be able to see our NFTs. And it's like, you can do that right now. It's like, that's not a future thing. That's today. You can come to Neon City. You can see the 5 signs are dropping on Saturday, July 3rd, tomorrow.
Dude, my wife was looking over my shoulder when I was taking a look at the screenshots that Jen took. She's like, live dudes. She was so excited about that. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
That's one of the fan favorites for sure. The live dude sign.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. That you guys. Well, for people who don't know, I think most people do at this point. But maybe you can just give us a quick recap. The point form. Like, what is Neon Space, and what do you guys do, and how did it all start? And I'm going to lead by saying, the coolest thing about Neon Space is you guys used to hang out in high school. That's cool.
That is adorable.
Yeah, Neon Space is the 2 main artists, Max and Paul, are my roommates, and they're actually married, and they've been married for 5 years. So,
oh wow,
they're
cool.
The art team, and I've been living with them since I moved to LA. We've known each other for 10 plus years. I was pursuing music in Bellingham, Washington. And then they moved to Los Angeles because Max was working on Marvel movies. Like right out of college, he went to visual effects school.
Oh,
And
wow.
like his professor is able to get him a job doing like 3D conversion on Marvel movies. So he was like, "Oh, I'm making pretty good money. Like I'm in LA. I know you want to be a musician. If you want to be a musician, like LA is the place to come." So he let me live on his couch for like multiple years before I was able to like make enough money to support myself. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even be in Los Angeles or pursuing a career in art if it weren't for them. So I'm very fortunate to live with them. And then we did NFT investing together, or just like crypto investing. And then we kind of like just this year got into NFTs. Like it's kind of like the pandemic. We were all like holed up and we were playing video games together every night and then talking about like crypto investing during the day because we all lost our jobs during the pandemic. So we're like, let's invest in this bull run and let's make some money that way. And then like since we were already together playing video games and talking about crypto all day, when we found NFTs, is kind of naturally
I'll be right back, guys.
found like crypto monkeys. And then I was like, hey, maybe you guys should like try playing Alien Worlds. Like this is pretty cool. It's cooler than just like, I mean, we were doing a lot of like liquidity pool farming and that sort of stuff. So we're into the space. Then we found Alcor, where like, oh, you can liquidity pool farm on Alcor and you can play games with that stuff. So there's like way more utility. So we pretty quickly fell down the rabbit hole. And then it kind of worked perfectly because, I mean, we're gamers and we're investors, but like literally by trade, we're artists. So it's like, oh, this space we can kind of combine gaming, crypto, and art, which is like, I don't know, where else can you do that? This is the only place where that exists, to my knowledge, really. Wax blockchain.
Right. I mean, it's interesting that little, introduction, because I would have said none of that. But I do think it's cool, especially the Marvel part, and the fact that like, yeah. But what I would have said too is what the other things that I like about your project. Not that those things, aren't the most important things. Obviously they are, but what I like about your project is actually it started as kind of this virtual world, and then you guys found the uplift, and then you were like, hey, let's like build it in the uplift, right? And so now you have this almost symbiotic relationship between the original virtual world and the virtual world that you built in the uplift, which to me is really cool. And it all came about like basically with one street and a bunch of signs that you guys were putting up that were like, shouting out various NFT projects, right? And I thought that was really cool. just the origin story behind that for me is really cool.
Yeah, and originally, I mean, Max built Neon City just to render out images. Like he didn't really intend on having it be a virtual space. He was just like, oh, I built this city and like he was just gonna take one snapshot of each sign and just be like, oh, like this is just an easy way to render out images to make NFTs. And I was like, like the virtual space is cooler than the actual NFTs. like in the space people love virtual. I don't know. So I kind of like hopped on because I was trying to do digital vinyl music stuff and I wasn't even really a part of their project until we combined forces. And I was like, I do music, you're doing visual stuff. Why don't we just work together instead of separately on different NFT brands? And I definitely think, I mean, as of now, that was the move. We're doing a lot better together than we could have separately.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. So we've had a pretty busy week, actually. There's a lot going in the space, and we've had like quite a few people who have been on the show. But one of the themes this week, I guess it's probably mostly in my head, but one of the things that I've been noticing is how these projects came about, right? And a lot of them are very similar stories as yours or ours. You just put a bunch of people together in a room, and things happen. Right? You just get that progressive thought behind it. It's like, well, what if we did this? What if we did this? What if we did this? Right? And once you like learn about NFTs and blockchains, and then you take those ideas, like, what if we did all of these things? And then you end up, where you guys are today, then that's where things really start to get exciting, because now you're kind of in the mix. You kind of have the series come out. In a way, you've kind of made it, right? Like, and now you can sit back and you can be like, oh wow, like now what do we do? Right? Like, we've got these signs, we've got this virtual world, which we didn't really plan. And where does it all go from here? So tell us about your collaborations, because I think this is really interesting. I know I just read or heard today that you guys are going to do a Blockchain Heroes collaboration. Like, what other collaborations are you guys doing, and how will this look? And are these part of this upcoming series, or The
upcoming series is just original signs. So the upcoming series will not be the collaboration stuff. The collaboration stuff, like our first collab that came out was with Graffiti Kings, and I'm trying to see if I can share them really quick. We have a few Graffiti King signs out, but those are part of their collection, not ours. That's part of like the Hodel Moon Girls.
Right.
And like when you're saying like you guys kind of made it, like I felt like we made it as an NFT brand when we collabed with Darren. Like to me, that's amazing. I love what Darren's doing. Like I was already collecting his stuff. Like I have here, I can show you here. I like bought one of the Pepes, like the one of ones, the toys. It's got a nice booty. It's great. I love this toy. And then yeah, I was like already a huge fan. So like the fact that I can go buy an NFT from his collection that my roommate made and stake into our planet, like I don't know. I feel like we already made it like before we even did the drop, but I'm super excited that we're able to do all these collabs. Then yeah, we got like a Crypto Monkey collab coming out as well.
Nice.
Let me see if I can share that. That should be if you're able to share my screen. I just popped in. So that'll be our first like sign available in Uplift as well, because we're trying to do kind of like how they do like monkey mining in Alien Worlds. We're trying to do that in Uplift. So we're sort of waiting on the tracking system to see who's on our land to work. But once we do, we intend on doing kind of like a raffle system, like Metaforce does in Upland, where it's like if you just walk over our land, we're not going to do a thing where it's like whoever mines on our land the most. It's just going to be like, no, like if you just cross it, you get a raffle ticket, and then everybody that crosses our land has a chance to be entered to win our community signs.
Yeah, one of the things I really like about you guys is you guys go live every week. I think it's once a week. It could be more, but you guys
go live every day.
Sorry.
7 days a week for like over a month.
Right. Like we do 5. We used to do 6. So I understand how stressful it can be. But you guys do something fun. You do these marble races, right? And I kind of want to. Have you seen these marble races, Corey?
On yet? I have not seen the marble races.
We can do a marble race if we want to collect addresses really quick.
Yes,
please. Some stuff down.
Yeah, let's do one. So guys, drop your wax addresses in the comments.
Okay.
Let me launch marbles on stream.
And yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we do. Just to explain really quick what this is, we do marble races every day. I think we're going to scale that back after our drop because it is a lot of work streaming 7 days a week. But as of now, we do it every day.
It is though. It's
every day at 6 p.m. And we have like a wallet set up just for the marble races with its own Aether farm, and that makes about like 300,000 Aether a day. So every day we give away 300,000 Aether, and then we also usually on top of that give away NFT prizes, which are like our promos. And then we've I wouldn't say we've partnered, but we've been collaborating with other brands like I Know Stupid, who have amazing Minecraft builds.
They crush.
And then they also have like the Virtual Dream collection, but they've been giving us stuff for free to give away in the marble races. So we've also been able to like shout out other brands and like, we show off the NFTs on stream. So we've had a lot of support from other independent creators, like giving us stuff to give out. It's been great to be able to share other people's art and also just like get everybody together. And it's kind of just an excuse to talk to our community every night is really this thing I say, like, yeah, it's a giveaway and we like giving stuff away, but we also just like kind of having daily updates and letting people know what's up. And we talk about like, did we craft anything in our planet today? Like, what are we doing? And I mean, you guys know there's so much stuff happening in the space. You can have news every day because it never sleeps. There is no NFT sleep.
Right. Yeah, I think it gets and it gets hectic too, right? Especially even just in wax. It's funny because like we're so stuck in wax, even like with this show. Like we want to do more. We want to go out there with some other projects as well. We try to bring them in and do like some DeFi stuff on Ethereum or whatever once in a while. But there's just so much going on in this wax space. Like we could do NFT game day every single day, right?
Easily, and still not keep up at all.
Right.
I mean, just look at today. We got Yoshi drops, then we have ultra rare, and then it's like every day there's like 2 major drops.
Right? Yeah. You like remember when there was like 1 a week? It's like,
the days.
I also remember when I could snag drops on my web cloud wallet. Those days are long gone.
Right. Actually, so yeah, tell us about your drop. So like, how are you guys going to do it? Is it a time drop? Is it what are the specs for that? What's going to happen on the 2nd?
Yeah, so our drop on this, it's the 3rd. Today's the 2nd. It is tomorrow morning. We are actually dropping our community packs will be dropped today, and we're excited about that. But on the 2nd, it's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be, what is that on Eastern Time? Noon on Eastern Time. It's 4 p.m. UTC. It's the time that like every major drop is. So if you're used to drops on Atomic Hub, it will be that time, which is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for us. But I believe it's 4 p.m. UTC, Universal Time Zone.
Noon for us.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa.
And then the pack opening will be 1 hour after that. But we're doing the drops will be
so
like
many Yoshis.
very small claim. It'll be like a one claim with maybe like a 2-minute cooldown. So like we're not doing big claims. We also don't have that. Let me get the pack numbers for you. We don't have a lot of packs, which is why we're doing a small claim. It's like, I mean, we collect as well, and we've been to a bunch of sales where like there aren't that many packs, and then for some reason there's like a 10 claim, and then they just all go immediately, and nobody gets any. And it's just like we're trying to do 1 claims, so hopefully people get some. And it's already closed, but we whitelisted some of our community members. 10% of the packs are going to our Discord members of people that have been active within the community. So like each one of them get reserved 1 pack, and that goes to about 10% of the small packs. And we have.
Man. I didn't know. I'll put not for this one. Obviously, I'm too late. But put me on the wait list for the next one.
Yeah, we can pick you up.
Yeah, I totally want to be on I want to be on all the whitelists. I want to be one of the cool kids. Yeah, I did not know that when we did the uplist that it was going to be that much of an insane frenzy.
Right.
And I'm very excited about it. Also, if any project wants to ping the uplist, we will be very, very noisy in marketing your shit, obviously, because it brings a huge amount of value to our community. Just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that everyone on the uplist is cool, but like pretty close.
I mean,
anyway, can I steal everything for a few seconds to go Yoshi drops on everybody?
Yeah, I think that's great because we need some time to figure out how to support this marble drop thing anyway. So
I'm gonna click the wall until you do this.
Yeah. All right, so
that's really
Corey, can you speak more about today's drop, which stands for 4 days? Don't know what that means.
I think he's asking about the I think he's asking about the Yoshi miners.
We're going live. We're going live at noon. Me and M Blue. That'll be the place to get all that information. Because to be super honest, I don't have all that information. Like I'm part of that team, and we're so fucking busy. I'm like, I don't know what they've came up with in the last 48 hours, but it's something. And this. Dude, oxymorons are so freaking good that it hurts my brain. Like, I can't wait till you guys hear the single that's dropping in a few days. It's really, really good. It's a re-release for them. You can actually go find it if you look hard enough. I think I've shared it actually a couple times as well. They're re-releasing the single as a digital vinyl drop. It's tight as hell. It's really, really good. Anyway, if you're part of the Yoshi community, chances are you got 1 or 2 of these Yoshi miners in your shit. And I just like the idea of stuff that mines other stuff. Call me a degen if you must. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
Carry on with the other cool shit.
I'm copy and pasting wallets right now. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any.
I suppose that's probably there's a lot of
I'm pretty stoked on Yoshi drops myself though. Like I submitted one of my own songs because I'm also a musician and audio engineer.
We should collab on something, man.
Oh yeah, I'm super down. I mean,
cool.
I guess technically I signed an NDA, but I can say that it went pretty well as far as submitting my music went. If I signed an NDA, that means I made it somewhere, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, well, I know them, so like that's
yeah, it's going pretty well. But keep your eye out. There might be my music being dropped as a Yoshi drop at some point.
Dude, let's just fucking make it happen. Like I know those people. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm super down.
All right,
I'm hoping to collab more with them too. So
what kind of music? Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I do like Motown inspired soul. And like,
all right.
and like we're also very into like, I mean, before the pandemic, I started doing virtual production during the pandemic, but we were doing like all live in studio, like I do live with the musicians, with the vocalists live in the same room, and then it was just kind of like, live takes, not a whole lot of overdubbing, and just trying to figure out because we were very inspired by Motown, but that got very, very screwed by coronavirus.
So Motown, like, Use Me by Bill Withers.
I love
is that
Bill Withers.
right? Is that? I think that's outside of all the IP bullshit, right? Like, we could probably cover that.
I'm not sure. Isn't
it like 25 years or something? Because it's definitely more than 25 years old.
I think it's longer than 25 years. Also, people can renew copyrights. Like, like when Michael Jackson buys the Beatles catalog, he renews the copyrights on that stuff. So it's
that's true.
It only becomes public domain if people don't want it. And I'm sure that song makes enough money that people want it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, cool. All right, well, we can't cover that then.
We can always cover it and put it out for free. You just can't sell it.
I mean,
because
where now? I'll fly there and record that. I could kick the shit out of that song.
Yeah, we're also we're hoping to come out to more of the NFT stuff next year. Like, we missed the Ken Bozak Fest and stuff. But
so did I. I'm still fucking pissed. It was in my hometown. Well, my new hometown. But god damn it. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have to get more of those going on. And I think next February we're talking about doing like an Uplift convention around in February for Carl Sagan Day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And my job outside of music is I'm like an on-set sound engineer. So my job is doing production sound on location. So like I can travel with portable sound equipment. So I can take my show on the road, and we could do like some sort of like all uplifter music collab. If we have a festival, like everybody could bring their songs, and we'd be like, oh, I'll play bass on the sessions, or I'll play guitar. And then we could even put like together a little uplifter band and record it.
This show is over. Done. Drop all the mics. Dude, that'd be fucking incredible. Yeah, like just the Yoshi Drops booth is just us recording shit with all the musicians that want to stop by and record, and any of the cool stuff will just drop as freebies.
Yeah,
I mean,
damn, son.
I kind of feel like we should do this in the fall, a fall fest, like maybe like I don't know, summertime. You guys can do the Carl Sagan thing. I'm just not sure if I can come in February because like I might have to be here and not really be able to leave because there's like
make you rich by then, so it doesn't matter.
Well, there's still timing issues because there might be a carry-on that's complicated at that time. Let's just leave it there.
That sounds like a story that I need to hear, frankly. Do you just have to like stuff your wife in a bag, or?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool.
Before you marbles, I can show off Uplift really quick if you guys want to pop over to my screen. Is that screen share working? I can't.
Oh man, what? Yeah, you're on. What shader is that?
This is the Astralex and then the Bloom pack. Astralex shaders.
Oh, that's mine. Oh shit. Okay, cool.
I believe I sent you my exact specifications a while ago.
I need them again because yours looks better than mine. And I'm running the same shit.
I can send you it's like the user data. You can copy it over, and it's like the profile, and then it'll give you exactly what my settings are.
Okay.
I like how he just comes in and takes over. Hey, I believe I sent you the exact specification.
Yeah. No, this is like almost everyone that talks to me. I'm like, yeah, I sent you this already. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I suck a lot. Like that's sorry.
I can definitely send you the
awesome
the file. But these are our signs. So this is like the actual NFTs you can buy in our collection, the neon signs. This is also like, I'll share one of the signs. I also kind of like they flicker a bit. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen, but it really works for our neon. And here's the live dudes that we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Got Cut My Life into Pizza, which is nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Papa Roach mashup.
Nice.
We're all about our puns. And then Formality Flawless Wardrobe, which this is actually, I guess we're debuting this because we had one hidden sign. Like there are 4 signs and one like, oh, question mark. What are you going to get? This is the question mark sign. So spoiler alert, which I believe you can probably find on the blockchain anyway once they mint our stuff. It's all pre-minted. And then Olive Garden is our last sign. This is a Fast and the Furious Olive Garden crossover.
I like it.
We're also pretty excited. Like
That's good.
Each rarity of the sign has different lore for it. So we did like the common does not have the same description as the uncommon. And each one kind of has like a background on the business itself. Because we're kind of trying to create a lore. Like we're inspired by what Metaforce is doing and like just creating an entire universe around their characters. So like even though this just started out as meme neon signs, we're trying to like, okay, so like, who is the person that owns the ET phone and in shop? Because this is advertising a store. What do they sell there? And then like, so we can kind of create backstories for each of the characters, and then also like each of the stores and signs. So we're excited. We're going to be able to start debuting that, and then also like expand to our lore as we add more streets and stuff.
That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah. This is just Main Street.
Yeah, this is just Genesis Street, which is the very first street we're releasing. That's what we're selling tomorrow. These are the first 5 signs, but eventually we're going to like each one of these buildings is going to have signs hanging off them. So like this,
man, I love how much you guys are building for the future that like I know is coming, that you guys know is coming too. Just really, really warms my heart, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're super stoked that you guys are doing. You made a playground for us to like make our metaverse basically. So we're super grateful that all the work you're putting into, also how quickly you're doing stuff. Like I told Jimmy last time, we're like expecting all this stuff to take much longer than it's going to. And like, we already have NFTs up. We can have like 7 builders on our land now. We're whitelisting members of our community daily, like getting more and more people in the game, which means we can give away more NFTs to people visiting our lots and stuff. And we're just super excited about all of it.
You know what else they have, Corey? They have a place where you can go and get in a boat and paddle around on some ice.
I like boats. Man,
Somebody built this giant Manchester United sign next to our plot.
Like you do,
right?
That thing, that bowl. Like the last time I just realized where you are. The that bowl over there. That was the only thing that was built over here for a while, right?
Yeah, this is like the Neon Amphitheater.
Yeah,
also
like that used to be like a week ago. It feels like it might be 2 weeks because I haven't been in the uplift anywhere near enough. That was all that was there.
We built Genesis Street like took 3 of us a week to build Genesis Street. Like we worked every day, every night together.
Man.
Right? It's really good.
Wow.
We also show off. We have one more plot that we haven't. I mean, we've kind of incorporated it. We have what we call a community plot, which is a different 200 by 200 that we probed, and that one we're giving build rights out to our community for. So like, it's for in our Discord. Like we're a Neon Space. Like the more you type and the more you engage, we have like a bot that levels you up, and you start out as an egg, and then you turn into like a Neon Cadet, and then an officer and a captain and an admiral, and then there's different rights for each one. And right now our officers, anybody who's a Neon officer is allowed to have building rights on our community plot. But like basically whoever's the most active in our community is able to build on our stuff, and we can add 7 people to each plot now, so we can have 14 people building on like our community plot.
Hey, that's really interesting. That goes with yeah, is that so? That's I'm guessing that's not like the back end process is automated, but you still
yeah, I'm still manually signing people up for that, and also we still have slots. Like not everybody.
So how often do you change that? Do you change it on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, or?
We haven't needed to change it at all yet. Like we're actually still figuring it out. Just like we have more land than we have demand to build on it right now is our issue. So I think this is our community plot. I can bring up my journey map and look really quick.
And I just want to throw this out there too, right? Like if you're new to the uplift, or even if you're old to the uplift, if you haven't went in game and built with another community or another person, you should do it. It's really fun. Like it's a really interesting experience to go in there with somebody that you don't really know that well or that you just met. It's fun to do it with people that you know too, but it's a really interesting experience to go in there with somebody that you don't know that well and that you just met and just start building away and chatting away. You'd be surprised at like what you can learn about a person while building the uplift. Like, it's really like I do it with the Nasty Hooks once a week, right? I know other people do it together. So like it really does bring communities together, right? Like to have people come in and like 3 days, you built that out in 3 days. That's nuts, right? Like I feel like busting out into like I can do anything song, whatever that happens to be.
Go on.
I got lost.
I kind of feel like I'm gonna need to hear that now.
Well,
So
where am I on this map? I just got lost. I need to go more south. Yeah, the other thing we're trying to do on this community plot is like something I don't like about Alien Worlds mining communities, like no offense to anybody who does that stuff, is like a lot of the community leaders are like, oh, this is for the community. And then you look at the TLM they're making, and they're making way more TLM than they're giving away. Like the net giveaway versus what they're getting, they're taking more than they're giving, which like the big thing with this was like our community plot is like, I don't want to take the money from the people building on our plot. Like I want to make a space for the people in our community. So our plan is also, once we are able to get payments from the blockchain, like we will be able to see who's earning what on our land, and we're going to send it right back to them. Like we're not going to take any of the money made on our or any of the wax earned on our plot, which I'm pretty excited about. And this is I just made it to it. This is our community plot, everything with the purple rail. My original plan for this land was just to build like infrastructure for people that get land around it, because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I was like, oh, if somebody pulls like a 50 by 50 out here, they're gonna be really upset because like they're so far away from the main rails. So I just tried to make kind of like some infrastructure, but we haven't really had time to build on this at all because we have Neon City, which is a 200 by 200. So this is like a 200 by 200, and then I also probed 100 by 100 attached to it.
That's awesome.
As of now, we have like 6 officers building or have building rights, but nobody's actually building on this. So we will hopefully soon have more members building on this. And then, that actually perfect segue to this floating zoo we have. This max bought on the aftermarket, which like we bought it just because it was close to our community plot, but somebody already built all this and just sold it, which was like they sold it at the floor.
Somebody actually sold a floating zoo. That's awesome.
Yeah, after like we were pretty blown away, but this is going to be auctioned off. The rarest thing in our collection is called a supernova. Like we have 5 rarities, and the supernova is a 1 of 1, and it will show all 5 of the street signs. So like each street sign is just a street sign, maybe a little bit pullback, but this one will be like you see each sign in a row, and the camera's moving around on the street. Mm-hmm. And that one will be available for auction, only 1 of them. And the winner of that auction will also win this floating zoo plot. So you'll get our 1 of 1 and then also a floating zoo airdrop to you, the winner of the auction.
Yeah.
And that'll be the week after our sale on July 10th. So July 3rd is our sale tomorrow. And then 1 week after, we're starting the auction. We're pretty excited about that. We had a lot of fun at your auction, the chicken caw auction. That was like, more people need to do stuff like that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll end up doing it again at some point for sure.
Not that you're not busy enough already, but
yeah.
But what would any one of those street signs inner shop look like as a individual series of NFTs in itself? That might be fun.
Yeah, we're also, that's like our next step in Uplift is none of our buildings have interiors. So we want to build interiors that match like the lore and stuff. And like, we've already kind of decided like the Ninja Turtle one is like, the restaurant's called Pizza and a Half Shell. And it's pizzas built in ovens made out of turtle shells. And we have like weird lore and stuff, but we're going to like, because there's turtles in Minecraft, we're going to make like turtles all over that building. And like, we might put like the employees in little pools and stuff. And like, we're going to try to do fun stuff that has to do with the lore in the background, but we just haven't gotten that far. Like we've been really busy trying to get our assets ready for the drop. As of last night, like we were finishing what the packs look like. Is like we had them done, but the packs had a black background, and they were like, Atomic Hub's like, oh, you can make these transparent. And then we're like, oh, that'd look better. But like, we're really just finishing everything down to the last minute. So we've been very busy on our drop, but we're like happy to dive more into all the lore and all the other stuff like after tomorrow.
I mean, maybe you guys should just like work a little bit harder, like building all that in 3 days.
For real. Jeez.
Streaming 7 days a week. I mean, come on. It's 2-3
we're also,
a day.
Max just like our lead artist also just quit his day job. Well, he didn't quit his day job. We're freelance artists full time. We work on we're independent contractors. So like he just didn't accept the next contract. So you can say he quit his job, but he's just not accepting work.
Now can I just draw a parallel here? Because I think this is right. I could be wrong. The lead artist is the person who had a day job working for Marvel, correct?
Yeah, and he's working on a TV show right now. Like he's working on something actively coming out on television. So like the incentive to do this stuff, like that's the other thing is like he has a really nice, good job. Like,
right?
I mean, I don't want to say how much he makes, but he's
doing all right.
He makes a comfortable living, and he works on cool stuff. Like he's working on stuff you can go watch on Hulu. Like he worked on in his bedroom. Like, he's like, hey, do you want to come see a cool shot? And he's working on like the the Danny McBride Righteous Gemstone show, and like he did. I don't know if you've seen that show. The first episode, somebody gets ran over by a car. He did that entire shot by himself in the bedroom next to me, and like we watched it on HBO 2 weeks later. I was like, I don't know, it's so cool, but like he thinks this stuff is cooler than that. So that's like
right,
testament.
That's just crazy. It's like, hey, I just got my job at Marvel to make NFTs with my friends. Like that's a really big statement.
Yeah, I mean, like we're cool, but I don't think we're that cool.
I mean, part of that is also like from a logistics sense, working the film industry is not great for artists. Like there is no union for visual effects artists at all. So like he gets laid off after every job. So like that's the other thing, is he doesn't really have jobs. Oh, there's Max. Speaking of the devil.
Hey, you know what? Like Corey.
Yep.
We tackled the problem with industry standards to make both better in Yoshi coins. There might be something there.
Who knows?
Let's do the marble races.
Yeah, absolutely.
Max,
so I apologize if I missed anybody's wallet. It's hard to catch it all through YouTube comments. Normally, like in our Discord, we have just a thing called Marble Sign Up. And if you post your address there, it gets forwarded to a Google document, and then we put that into a duplicate list. So it's all automated in our channel. So I apologize if the human error comes through on this this list. I think I got everybody. It's just hard because I think I joined YouTube after you guys started. So I might have, if anybody posted a wallet address before I joined, I wouldn't have gotten it. And give me one moment. I will share the marbles. Anything you want to talk about, Max, while you're here?
Oh, just jumping in right here, man. Sorry. So early on my end.
Is that...
Oh my god. Sorry,
That's
my
an alarm to wake
got
up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I guess there was some confusion. Sorry about that, Max.
I told everybody an hour later, so I woke up an hour early just to get ready for this, and then I saw you guys were streaming already, and I was like about to take a shower, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta hop on.
All right, now Corey, brace yourself, because this is insane. I didn't think anything could be this good, but it's ridiculous.
All right. I mean, I feel super threatened with a good time now.
Oh, yeah.
like get on the edge of your seat, because you may as well get on it now so that you don't fall off later.
Uplifters of it. Looks like we have 20 racers.
Is this something you guys built?
We didn't build Marbles on Stream. Marbles on Stream has been on Twitch and stuff for a couple years, but I actually found it by going to the I don't know if you remember when in our planet somebody like bought a fraction of all of the FTs off of the simple market and like broke them basically, and it was like a huge drama online. But like the guy who did it was giving away free NFTs like just to apologize basically for breaking everybody's FTs, and someone's like, oh, you should do marble races, it's a more fair way to give them away because bots are claiming them. And then I was like, what is marble races? Then I just Googled it and I found it out from there. But like, we definitely did not come up with this. And like, since we've done it, the Green Rabbit people have been doing it. Alien World started doing this on their official channel. But I would like to say, I believe we were the first people to do it in the wax space. And I mean, I don't mind that other people are doing it. We love it.
So this is interesting. I'll talk to you guys about it later.
I want to talk to them about stuff later too. Can we just like talk later?
Yeah, we love to. We've been meaning to. I mean, Corey knows that I've been blowing up his DMs for months now. So
dude, I'm so sorry, man. Like the people have been. This is why I was so excited for this stream, just because like it's a time to actually hang out and chat with you guys.
It's weird that the easiest way to talk to people is on like podcasts now. It's like
I'll
just talk to you on your podcast. Don't worry.
Yes, and well, we need to have you back all the time anyway. So yes, a million times yes. Sure. I don't know what's going on, but I'm absolutely loving everything that's on the screen right now.
Let me see what I can
like. You know what's like the best part about this is every marble is tagged to the wax account. Like you can see where you are in the race. How cool!
Oh shit! You can see that.
Or like
what?
Yeah.
You got a custom like. We got Jimmy here. He's got a little
fucking A.
Expression.
Yeah, he's a little surprised.
Man, I'm way in the back of the pack. That's some bullshit.
And then it's all RNG, like it's all simulated.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's awesome. I love
it.
And
and there's multiple routes, Corey. There's multiple jumps.
Oh well, as long as there's multiple jumps.
Yeah.
We can see in our I'll share after this, but in our Discord we have like prizes, like seasonal prizes. We stack the season points, and like whoever wins the season gets a 1-of-1 neon sign with their wallet name on it.
All
And
right.
last season we had E33BC.wham was our last season winner, and then the top 100 racers, you get a racer trophy with the mints that you placed in. So if you're in first, you get 2 NFTs, 2 mint ones. If you're in second, you get mint 2, and then like.
All right. In honor of M Blue's highest mint, Insanity for Yoshi drops, which still almost doesn't make any sense to me. To whoever loses, I'm gonna give a promo pack.
Okay, and I'll give away
Myers.
to number 1 is going to get 300,000 Ether. Number 2 will get 200,000 Ether. Number 1 will other way around. Number 1 gets 300,000 Ether. Number 2 gets 200, and number 3 gets 100. So it starts at 300, and you get 100,000 less each.
Hey,
place.
what's your? Hold on, before you do that, what's your Wax account? That's what 500,000 or 400,000 total.
That's 500,000 Ether.
500,000 Ether. Okay, give me your Wax account before we start. I'm gonna double it.
Okay, we can also, if you want to do a couple races, we could spread it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it.
So
But if you want to, we can.
just
I have
to
a
give you-
oh shit, I have a meeting. Yeah, DM me the account and I'll send it over.
Sounds good.
I'm not gonna be able to stay here for this, but Jimmy, let me know who gets the last one. Actually, I got 2 minutes. Fuck it.
yeah, it's not gonna take that long. Stay. You got.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to hang out and do this again. I'll add some Ether and
Absolutely.
we can do some shit later on.
I also, as I said, I've been streaming 7 days a week, so I'm very available.
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it up.
Go, baby, go.
Looks like Desire VW 41s is
It's looking pretty good.
I'm not even in the running this time. What's going on? I should be top street like last time.
Dude, this looks so
An experienced racer.
fun. In the blender.
Or falls through that hole first.
Totally the blender.
Oh yeah.
Max and I are also pretty excited about that lithium mining. I think we're both top 100 right now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you're
top
right
50,
next to me. I
Dude,
would
this
have
is so much fun.
right. It's like right.
Go, man.
What the hell?
Oh,
push the
shit.
sun,
Oh,
you're
wanted it
dying.
too bad. Oh, we got a couple
Rest in
deaths already.
peace.
Oh man, that's hurtful.
Oh no, 3 deaths ticking up.
And that blue one, that's
the-
not an actual racer. That's like a Mario Kart Ghost racer. That's the previous winner.
Screw you,
The
ghost
course
racer.
record. Yeah, the course record holder.
Course record, it just lets you know like the fastest pace ever set.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Come
That's
on,
why I'm not
Ken.
following
Gordon's
that one.
looking pretty good.
Man, the ghost is crushing us.
Rock and roll.
Oh, here we go. He's got a good lead here. Go, baby, go. Usually Paul will do a little like spiel for us too at the start of our races. It gets pretty nutty.
He has a big announcement.
Dude,
Oh,
this is super
See?
fun.
Oh, it's getting close. It's close. Coming down to the end here, but it looks like you got it.
Gordon is
looks like Morgan
crushing.
just
There
got
we
the
go.
300,000. Desire got the 200,000, and Jimmy
Who's
got
last?
100,000.
Right? Yeah.
There we go.
Why?
Is that
why
coins.gm?
I
No,
think it's
no.
gonna be Tune.
No,
or-
not yet.
Oh,
I
that's
can also-
way awesome. All right, cool.
I'll screenshot this and send it to you, Corey. So
All right, cool.
I'll have that
That's
for you.
awesome.
Oh,
Very cool.
Yeah,
So
super cool.
This people who come in last are still not like the absolute losers because some people died.
That's true.
So
Yeah, whoever
actually-
actually comes in last.
Yeah,
Congrats,
exactly.
Morton.
You gotta finish.
Right?
So the last
what she
place
said.
was sf.b4.wham, and I'll send this to you via DM, Corey.
SF.b4.
Yeah, I'll send
like
it to you
that.
specifically.
Wham. No, that's okay. I'll send it. I got to run to this next meeting, but you guys fucking rule. Please come back all the goddamn time because we don't talk enough.
Yeah, it was great meeting you.
And I can't wait to make music with you guys. It's going to be glorious. And we'll,
yeah.
yeah, I can't wait to hear that. Fire me the Motown shit. Like whatever you sent to Yoshi drops, I want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Send you
I'll
some
see if I
stuff.
can
Oh,
wink,
yeah.
wink, nudge, nudge, get you guys on the drop list. Okay, goodbye.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you.
So,
So,
yeah,
Do we have time to do another race, or
of course we have time to do another race. I like NJ's comment. He's like, "Hey, if I was the first one to die, does that mean I'm last?"
would you actually? We have a seasonal trophy for most deaths as well, where like the top 10 people with the most deaths are going to get like a skull and crossbones neon sign. So like we're trying to throw stuff in for like stuff besides just winning, but
Right.
Yeah. Now that we have like hundreds of entries, the top 100 isn't even like half of the players anymore.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
Max, I want you to make an NFT for me, but mostly for the community. I want you to do some awesome artwork, and I want you to put it on an NFT, and I want you to because everything's all out in the open. Don't blame me, blame Ramsey. But it's all out in the open here. I want an NFT that says, I quit my job at Marvel to do this.
Nice. I'm stoked that today is my last day on my contract, and we'll be able to shift focus full time to make my own artwork, which is really, really exciting.
I mean, I'm saying this in the nicest possible way, but that's just stupid. You're stoked that today is your last day working for Marvel. Like, how dumb is that, right? Like, but I get it, right? Like, that's like artistic. That's like artists of value problems.
Yeah, it's a wild industry. I gotta say, it's been a crazy ride.
This is also
yeah,
great for artists just in general. Like I have so many people hitting me up for Max now. Like Max and Paul's work is so good that other people are like, "Oh, can you get your artist to work for us?" And it's like, sorry, we're so busy on our own stuff, we don't really have time to like when we first started, we were doing more collabs for other brands, but like as of now, we're trying to like put out more stuff under our own collection. So we're trying to like split the time, between collabing and doing stuff for ourselves. But it's really cool that like if you're an artist in this space, you can get work pretty easily if you make quality work. Like there's a need for artists. There's lots of brands that need content.
Yeah, it is really cool, I think. And like so the Canadian joke is like, hey, I'm from Vancouver. Do you know John from Toronto? But seriously, one of the big shows that's actually produced and made in Vancouver is Arrow. And one of my best friends, his stepfather's son actually works on that show. I also have friends in the industry in Toronto. Mostly they're doing costumes and things like that. Because 90% of all street scenes that you think are New York are actually filmed in Toronto, right? Right. And like same with Vancouver, it's a burgeoning industry. But I think it's really interesting. It's probably one of the most demanding, depressing, gratifying jobs in the world, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. I work every day. It's with people who are completely overworked and underappreciated, but also like living their dream.
Right.
Yeah, it's like everybody who's like sitting at that studio, like working at like behind their desk is 100% dreamed of working in this industry one day and is in some form like living out that dream.
Right.
It's kind of like a double-edged like experience, because it's a little hard to watch people who had that dream as a kid like become jaded over time, realizing how hard the industry actually is and what a like grind it is to just stay remotely relevant as an artist. But it's really cool. At the end of the day, I work with people who are all living their dream, which is really, really cool.
Right. And living their dream until they started living it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Until you kind of realize like, oh shit, like this is the dream right here. Like, 12-hour days every day.
It's funny to me because it kind of doesn't really work. Like, the old world saying, what is it? Like dream big or go home. I mean, right now dreaming big is going home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's chat after this because I have an idea that I think you'll really like. But let's do some marble.
For this race, this will be same prizes: 300,000 for first place, 200,000 for second, and 100,000 for third.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The chat knows what's up about the tax breaks. Brings in the most TV and film projects. Absolutely. That's why it's all done in Vancouver or Georgia or wherever they move. It's 100% motivated by tax breaks. I've also several studios have offered me jobs to move to I think the last one was actually Vancouver. They were like, move to Vancouver for an 18-month contract, and it's just like, no. At the end of the day, I don't want to be in Vancouver. LA is a hard place to top, I think, as far as
right.
Come move somewhere
where the
else.
Connections are. So if Max moved to Vancouver, they're removing his ability to find new jobs and have competitive pricing. And his employer, they're like, he's stuck in Vancouver with the only VFX company in Vancouver. So
not to mention, I'm not a Canadian citizen. So then I'd be on a work visa that expires. I think it's 2 weeks after I lose a job. So they really have a lot of leverage over you when you take a job in a foreign country like Vancouver or something, because then you're on a visa that's contingent on them giving you an extension to your contract. And it's stuff that people don't think about when when you're offered a job working on a movie, and you're really excited because it's a project you want to be a part of, but then it's like it's double-edged again. I don't know. I think a lot of people end up getting raw deals because they're getting job offers that they want. Like, hey, you want to work on this thing? Of course I do.
That's how the music industry is too. It's like time and time again, labels screw over artists because artists want to be on the label. So like, oh, just give me all of your royalties, and then sure, we'll put your record out on our major label.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly like that. Where it's
when
like,
you have really cool jobs, you can kind of offer people bad deals because, like, I mean, there's so many artists that want jobs that people will take bad deals, and that's why it happens.
Well, and I mean, try going the other way. Try going from Canada to America. Like, way worse. But it like totally 100%. I used to live in Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii for a couple of years, and like the people in Hawaii are probably some of the most underpaid people in the nation, just because everyone wants to live on a beach, right? Like,
yeah,
in Hawaii, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, like it's paradise, right? And so you can get away with paying people less, like so much so that like a big portion of the actual Hawaiian population has had to leave and like relocate for some reason to Oregon. A lot of them go to Oregon, but like there's probably more Hawaiians. Maybe this isn't true. Don't believe this, but there's probably like more Hawaiians in Oregon now than there is in Hawaii. Like, and it's a serious problem, right? Like, what happens when we get to the point where like native populations have to leave their homeland because they're being priced out of their own real estate and housing markets, right? Like, this is nuts. Like California. I mean, it's expensive, but there's a lot of good jobs in California, right? And most of the people that gravitate toward California are either starving artists who are living on couches until they can afford rent in the same house in a bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And then the real kick in the nuts is that's your competition.
Right,
like
yeah.
if you want, you know what you're worth, you've done this for 10 years or something, and you ask for what you're worth, and then they can be like, well, this guy starving artist A over here will do it for like a quarter of that. And half the time, like what I say is like, all right, then you got to hire starving artist A. And then what usually happens is like 2 weeks later, I get a like emergency call from the same client with the same job because their artist wasn't able to deliver something that their client was able to approve.
Right.
And then somehow they have like 5 times the money at that point, which they didn't have like one time the amount I was asking for 2 weeks earlier. But
that's producers for you. That
yeah,
happens to me
like,
too.
oh, we need this now. We need this in, we still need it at the same deadline, but you've lost 2 weeks of us dicking around with some other vendor who failed to deliver. And then it's like, well, my bid actually does change now because I have less time to do it. So it costs, 10 times the amount, which obviously the amount of money was the problem. We couldn't get into this in the first place. So I imagine you won't be able to proceed. And somehow they have 10 times the money.
Oh man,
really weird.
You're talking about things that like I can't even relate to. I mean, people ask me what I would value myself at, and I always undercut it because I only work for projects and people that I like. So in a way, I kind of get screwed. Like I am a horrible businessman. It's like I had a company before, and I was freaking horrible about it. It's just like, I really like you, so I'm going to give you a discount. Like if I ever own a used car shop or like wherever it is in the world, all of you people in the audience fly there and buy a car because you're pretty much going to get it for freaking free. This is how bad I suck.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a big part of it is also like, because it's a real taboo to talk about how much money you make, just in general, not just in this industry. And then like I've literally like there was the Sony leak, for example, a few years ago where you could look at like I mean, if you looked at the documents that were leaked, you could look at like lists of people, their role and what they were being paid per hour, and there was just like hundreds of people who were like CG artists, and it was like $40,000 a year, CG artist $180,000 a year, CG artist like $25,000 a year, all doing the same job and like making absurdly different amounts of money, and it 100% comes down to what they're asking for.
I'm
most people don't know what to ask for.
Right. And I'm glad you clarified that, like, because, when I heard Sony leak, I was like, hey, is this as profitable as Uplift Drips? Let me get in on some of that, actually.
I'm excited. I got I got Jimmy's words for my mythic.
Yeah. So
Oh, hell yeah.
here's the thing. I have to say it now, but I was going to say it anyway. But thank you, Sean. Belant. However, I just call him Belant because I think it sounds way cooler than whatever it actually is. But I love you, Sean. But here's the thing. That's two, by the way. I got a really shit first pack. I got like all commons and like two uncommons, and I'm on the fucking team, man. Like, what kind of shit is this? It's totally a joke, by the way. But like, seriously, I got a really shitty first pack, and then you sent me a DM, and you're like, Jimmy, look what I pulled. I was kind of jealous. I ripped a few. I ripped a few more packs, and I got Jimmy's magic words, and I was so stoked. I'm like, oh, just like consider this burned, but not really burned, because this is never leaving my wallet.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at, and I think Max bought a couple off the aftermarket, but Max I think his first pack was like 2 uncommons and all commons, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say same exact as you. I had all commons, and I was like, "What is this?" And then the next pack, it was way better.
He got like a legendary and a land. He got like 2
like
lands,
a land,
2 packs.
a bunch of epics. It was just like, oh, okay, so they do open for much better. I just got real unlucky that first time,
right?
But
I was. It's funny because like I opened my last pack yesterday. On to the edge of obscurity and beyond with Sean, and I said to him, I said, you know what, this is my last pack. If I get a land, I'll fucking give it to you. And what do you know? I get a fucking land. I got to give it away, right? Like I said it there. I'm like, I finally get a land, and I got to give it away.
I swear RNG works that way. Like I was trying to show my dad how to craft an R planet, and I was like, Dad, whatever I craft, I'll just give to you. And then I got like a rare after crafting like 10 commons in a row. I was like, oh, of course I get like the rare when I'm showing my dad how this works. But like now my dad has like a decent Aether mine going, and like he swaps out and usually buys like our NFTs, to be honest. But my dad's kind of trying to be involved. He's new to the NFT space, but
okay, like can someone just like plug me out of the matrix? Because this doesn't make sense to me, right? Like when I have people, really smart people like you, coming onto this stream and saying, yeah, I kind of turned my dad into an R Planet and NFT junkie.
It is very surreal because like we didn't even know NFTs. I mean, we knew NFTs existed, but I didn't own a single NFT January of this year. Like it's like gone from not even knowing this stuff exists to like trying to work on it full time in 6 months. It's pretty surreal to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I still got my crypto kitty from 2016 or something.
Let's start this next race. Same prizes: 300,000 for first place, 200,000 Aether for second place, 100,000 for third place. If you don't play Our Planet, Aether is a utility token for the game, and we're happy to explain how that works in our Discord if you would like to learn.
Yeah, if you win and you don't know what to do with the Our Planet Aether.
We have had winners be like, oh, we won, we got nothing. I'm like, oh no, you like the blockchain says you have Aether, you just need to learn how to look for it. So
yeah, you gotta know where to look.
Which is like, it's easy to forget that not everybody knows everything. Like to me, it seems obvious that like everybody should know how to get Aether, and like, oh, you don't know Alcor, you don't know just to swap it for wax, but like there's a pretty steep learning curve with a lot of this stuff.
There is not really anything even mentions Alcor as an option. Like several like currencies that trade on there will have like even on their websites and stuff won't even mention that they trade on Alcor. It's a very like underground kind of exchange, it feels like.
We're big fans of Alcor.
Yeah, for
oh boy, what a yeet.
Oh, what a yeet. I don't think it wasn't dead. It wasn't deadly.
Right.
That's jolly.
I like it as well, right? Like it's funny because like everyone in the wax space is like, when Alcor.
Yeah. The thing is, I like that you can make your own pairs on Alcor. I actually did that a couple times already. It's like 600 wax or something, and you can just pair anything and create a trading pair on that website.
That's also why there's so many scam coins though. So
yeah,
look out for those.
Definitely do your own research when you buy any of this stuff. It's it's all peer-to-peer. It means anybody can create it and anybody can buy it. Oh, this is the part where everybody dies. If you can make it through here.
Coins.
Oh, our first death.
This map was made by Quarantine Cheese, which is a Neon Cadet community member, and they are very into marbles. They've built us several custom maps for Neon Space.
Yeah, the Neon Space custom maps are savage. Like very few people make it to the end.
I told them that we like the courses where people die because it's more dramatic when somebody's about to win and then they fall off. So they make pretty evil courses. And the fun part too is this hammer either makes you win in one hit or lose immediately. Like you either get yeeted right into the finish line or you just die.
Yeah,
Hey, we even have anybody finish. This is a pretty brutal race.
Hey,
there we go. A couple of people.
What would a what would an NFT of this look like? Just throwing that out there.
I'm not sure. It would be cool to start doing like marble course NFTs though.
All right.
Yeah,
I want to do some expand our marble stuff. Like each season,
I like the idea of doing like trophies. The trophy for like most deaths and stuff. I feel like we should do some fun ones, like furthest yeet or biggest upset or something like that.
Yeah. So actually, that brings me to the fact, Lewis, did you DM IM's losing address to Corey?
Yeah, I DM'd him the entire race results for the first race.
Okay, great. So you should be.
Oh, we had no winner. Okay,
Savage. Savage.
Did not finish.
Everybody died.
We'll do a normal course. That works better. And we usually have 200 to 250 racers, so more people finish that.
There's 250. Usually, like 20 of them finish. So, yeah. Not surprised that we lost everybody.
I'll be back in 1.5 seconds. I gotta close the door of my.
And that's right.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry we were a little bit late. We've already announced it a few times, but if you're not a member in our Discord, we do these marble races every night. You just need to post your web wallet or your Wax wallet daily, and we have a marble sign up, and we do an everyone tag when the sign up is open every day. And then at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you could actually sign up today and you could race tonight. You can still sign up for tonight's race. We're giving away a bunch of our promos. The reason we can't give away promos during this race is because we're giving them all away tonight. So if you'd like a chance to win our promos, tonight is the time. And the cool thing about our promos is that 20% of our paid drop is being dropped to the promos. And that's actually tomorrow. Or no, that's today.
Yeah.
That's going to happen soon.
That'll be after we give away the rest of the promos. Everybody holding
right after the marble race tonight, we'll drop the promos.
Yeah. So the way that's going to work is that anybody holding any of our NFTs from our entire collection, all of those NFTs are going to be put in a drawing. And that if you have 2 of them in your wallet address will be in that drawing 2 times. And then 2,000 packs are going to be sent out to anybody holding those. So I think there's about 3,000 total NFTs. So the math should work out that 2 out of every 3 of them will be dropped a pack for free, and that should happen later tonight.
Yeah, it's roughly 2 out of 3, and also it's RNG. So just because you have 3 doesn't mean you get 2. Like you could get 0 or you could get 3. Like it is RNG, so it's not like a guaranteed thing.
Yeah. Did you pop in Minecraft at all on this stream?
Yes, I did. We showed off the signs already. The other thing we were going to do, which we didn't, so I guess look out, if you're watching this now, look out in the Uplift Telegram and the Uplift Discords, because we were going to post 100 promos to claim here, but that was part of my hour prep that, I woke up after the stream started. So we did not prepare that for this, but we will post a whitelisted claim link for 100 of our newest promos, and that'll be in the Uplift Telegram and the Uplift Discord. So look out on the drops page, or I think it's giveaways. I'm not sure what the exact category is, but look for that on the Discord, and then in Telegram it'll just be in the general.
I love how I can just leave you guys here to do your thing. I mean, I'm assuming that when I wake up tomorrow, I won't be blacklisted from YouTube.
No, we didn't do anything too crazy. We played a bunch of copyrighted music while you left.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just played copyrighted stuff the whole time.
That's good.
Man.
On our streams,
we got winners. Look at that! Dang, that's a normal course, and still almost everybody died. I think for the season results too, when we do our races, the top, I think it's 17 or so racers. Top 20 racers on every 20 makes more sense. Top 20 races on every race get stats added, and then if you're part of every race for the whole season, you don't even have to win. You could still win the season just by placing in the top 20 consistently, which is kind of cool.
We also I don't know if you missed
the top 100 get a trophy.
I don't know if you missed it, Jimmy, but we're gonna drop 100 free claims in the Telegram after this, because my intention was to drop it live during the YouTube stream, but I woke up during the stream, so did not have time to make the whitelisted drop link, but we'll be doing that right after this. So I just let everybody in the chat know that look in the Uplift Telegram. There will be a free claim link in there coming soon.
I'll totally take the blame for that because I've been horrible this week with scheduling. I've scheduled I've double booked people.
There's no worries. It all worked out.
I woke up and you were on the stream with somebody else, so I walked the dogs. I'm sorry, man. And I'm like, oh man, I'm such an idiot. But yeah, so
we're happy to be here. We're happy you had us. And honestly, we missed 10 minutes maybe. I found pretty quick. So I think I'm really happy with how today went, and I'm just glad you guys had us.
You know what? I do want to say this because it's really nice that you say something like that. It's really empowering for me, for Corey as well, all that we're putting together. But it's not really a thing, I alluded to this, and I like how confident you were when I said earlier, yeah, you guys are doing your series now. You made it. You're like, no, we already made it. We already made it when we collaborated with Crypto Monkeys. Very true. I love those guys. Sorry, when we collaborated with NFT
Graffiti Kings, yeah.
Graffiti Kings. I love Darren. He's one of my favorite people in the space. He's working with me a little bit to try to spin up a new world where we're going to do an art-based sector, which is going to be really cool. It's going to be survival. It's not going to be connected to any of the other economies for the simple reason that we're going to have some plugins that make it really original. It's going to be really interesting. Nick was really influential behind Nemesis, and this is kind of my thing. Right, this is kind of what I want to do. We're restructuring it, we're reorganizing. It's taken me way too long because I got way too many things on the back burner right now. But number 3, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys realize this, but what you guys do, and the fact that the last 2 times that I've had you on the screen. And especially you, because it's mostly you, Lewis, that I interact with in private. I kind of consider you guys part of the family, right? You guys are really amazing, and everything that you guys do for the community and everything that you build, I want to support that as much as I can. I think what you guys bring to the space, I think the fact that you kind of found a home in the Uplift without even realizing it. You went in there and you built the whole fucking thing in 3 days and you had fun doing it, right? My only wish is that you would have live streamed it, but hey, whatever. Because I'm sure that was a blast. But everything that you guys do, we love it. And it's funny now because now, go back in the stream, 30, 40 minutes before and listen to you and Corey, vocally jamming out on how awesome music is, and it kind of seems like you guys have some symmetry there. I think this is just the beginning, and I just want you to understand that you might be honored to be on the show, but we're always honored to have you as a part of this community. And yes, we love all of our community members, but there's something that you guys have done as a community, and there's something that you've built that I think is really special. The fact that you guys are live streaming 7 days a week and giving away ether to the community by doing, marble races and building that connection, that's totally down our alley, right? We have a lot of respect for everything that you guys represent and everything you are in the space. So thank you for being a part of the Uplift too.
Thanks so much for the nice words.
Yeah,
we're really always turn it back to you, but we're inspired by what you're doing with the uplifting, and you guys are helping out tons of new creators, and I don't know, it just works better in this space.
Yeah, it's
something I like about this space is it's more collaborative than the thing I keep saying is instead of fighting for the market share that exists, we could be okay, this is the maximum amount of people in Wax. I can't give these customers to people or whatever, but it's everybody involved right now is kind of oh, this is the beginning. There's going to be more people. We don't need to fight over the people that are here now. So there's going to be more people, and it's much more collaborative than it is competitive. And I come from a music background, and there's not a lot of money in music, so it's very cutthroat, and everybody's just fighting for pennies basically, and nobody's making any money. So, I mean,
yeah.
It instead of fighting over the market share that exists now, it's a really good point, because the market share that exists now is absolutely meaningless.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Whack.
way bigger, and we all know that.
NFTs.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have a conversation after, but we're gonna freaking blow this out of the water. Like you guys, yeah, you gave me a lot to think about, and let's end the stream because like I gotta go do shit.
Yeah, sounds good.
But and when I mean do shit, I mean I kind of need to not speak so loudly before like I end up homeless because my wife kicks me out. But you know, I want the recap before we end the stream. How do people get Neon Space NFTs? Where do they go? And you know, what happens on the 3rd?
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will have our sale. Actually, pretty soon here, like this afternoon, we'll have a banner ad on Atomic Hub. So just look on the front page of Atomic Hub, and that should link you to the sale page. But if not, I'll post it in the chat right here. Go to neonspace.io for all of our information.
Actually, post it in a private message because I'll have to post it in the chat. You don't have permissions there.
Oof.
I just posted it publicly in the chat
wait to
as our YouTube account.
I can't wait to see the banner ad. Let's see some more artwork I made.
Yeah,
actually like directly showing up on the. It's so fun to like have the direct line now where it's like, oh, we want to make something. Let's decide as a group like what do we want. I don't have to like follow notes from some producer person who doesn't actually have any artistic like insight. Where it's like, let's just do it exactly. Does this look good? Yes. Okay, good. Like let's do that. I'm excited to see the ad too. Oh,
Right.
Tomorrow,
it's so fun to be
tomorrow
like,
at 9 a.m.
be
That's
directly.
the skinny.
It's so fun to be directly behind all this stuff.
Right.
Oh, a part of the NFTs that are out right now, we've been giving them all away. It's all promos. So like Lewis was saying, there's going to be a drop link in a minute in the Telegram. So if you haven't been able to get any, hopefully you can pick one of those up as well. And then hopefully the RNG is in your favor and you get one of the packs dropped to you later tonight.
So I'm going to drop the Neon Space Telegram in the chat. There's 33 of you here. You know, take one, please. Leave.
We're gonna drop it in
some.
your Telegram, by the way, more than our own. It'll be in the Uplift Telegram, and we'll also post it in the Uplift Discord. So if you're in either of those, that's where the free claim link will be, and they'll go fast. So like, look out for it. Like the free claims don't last more than like 5 minutes generally.
Yeah. We do a whitelisted link that's like one claim per account, but they still go very quickly.
I'm going to work on that right now.
A little bit.
Right when we end the stream, I will start creating the whitelisted link, so it'll be out within like 10 minutes once we end.
Yeah. So again, though, you know, leave some for somebody else, please.
Sure. Yeah, we have more that we're going to give away more also on the Upland Action News tonight. Today is just kind of our give away all of our promos before the drop day.
Yeah. God, I'm so excited for the. Oh, and then I know people ask about how the like snapshot event works for doing the pack drop. The pack drop itself is the snapshot. So like when we do the drop, it literally the moment we're dropping the packs, it is aggregating all the information that second. And
yeah, we use Bounty Blocks, and Bounty Blocks grabs all of the addresses with our assets and then randomizes them, and then we drop to like the first 2,000.
Right. I mean, it's a good job you said that, because like with my Shochu Sake brain, I would have like slurred, and then it would have said, sounded weird. It would have been like, when Bounty Block grabs all of our assets.
When Bounty Blocks grabs our asses. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's
I
I
love
love being able to do all this stuff too through the NFT space, where it's like, these people hold our collections, so we can reward them directly. We don't need to ask them anything. We know that those wallets hold the NFTs. It's very cool. You can. I also love how many collections do stuff like that. Like we're big fans of like Crypto Monkeys, and Ultra Rare I think is doing their drop today. I think Ultra Rare does something really cool where it's like if you collect like a full set of their cards, you get dropped like rare ones that you can only get through holding those collections. And I don't know, they do really cool things like that.
Just wait, go back on our channel and watch the episode with Terry and me and Richie. They do something even cooler than that. What they've actually done a really interesting thing. What they've done is they've said if you have common through to the upper level of one character, they're gonna award you a higher character on that level that you can only get from holding them all. Like that's freaking brilliant.
I love that. You don't even have to have the whole set. It's just like one character I feel like is manageable, because sometimes trying to own the whole set is just like, oof, I'm a little priced out.
Like seriously, fuck Pokemon. right? Like collect them all needs to be wax NFTs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
honestly, I feel like the like long term, I can imagine Pokemon coming to an NFT space. It makes so much sense.
Oh, dude, you never mind. I'll just let you guys do your thing because your signs are awesome.
Yeah, I also love the idea of like the scarcity that NFTs like allow, so that like games such as, you know, like big MMOs like World of Warcraft. Like I don't know if you ever saw the like the South Park episode about the World of Warcraft, where like they make a joke about like the item in the game is like the Sword of 1,000 Truths, and it's like the super rare item. But like we all know that if you play a game like that, anybody who grinds like 1,000 hours can end up having the rarest item in the game. And the fact that that's just not the case if those items are NFTs, you can have a game that 1 million people play where there is a one of a kind item that only one of those players can have. I'm so excited for a future when like popular properties start implementing that technology, where it's like, oh, there, you know, in World of Warcraft you can have a one of one, and then all of the like 100 million people who play that game, one of them can have it, and it makes it so much more special than, you know, an item that has the lore associated with it within the game, but then anybody can get it because it's a game, and you know, anyone who plays the game and does the right things gets the items. So like I'm so excited for the space to like develop further into like the gaming side of things, where you can actually use stuff like the digital scarcity to then, you know, create scarce items in a game that everybody has to share. And that's so cool. The prospect of all this stuff is so fun.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Cool. Go check out the drop. I'm gonna set my alarm. It's gonna be tough for me because that's gonna be like 1 a.m. But I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna get at least one pack. I hope, because I don't expect them lasting so long, to be honest.
There's not many. And I also, I'm planning to buy as many as I can. So if the sale lasts long and it doesn't sell out, I'll get more than a few packs, which will be nice.
I mean, if I don't get a pack, I'd much rather pay you like a pack and a half than like 10 times the amount on the secondary markets. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah. Thank you always for coming, guys. Please hang out for 2 or 3 more minutes, because there's something I actually want to talk to you about.
For sure.
Max, if you were a superhero and there was a bad guy in front of you, give us your best shot.